Hey guys, so in this video I really want to be reviewing the TREST Elite Briefs in the size small as well as the NORTHSHORE MEGAMAX because I felt like these two were very comparable to each other and I just thought it would make a really good video, so here we are. Especially with everything that's been going on for a little over a month now, I feel like these have come in clutch for me and it's just been everything. So, but also my last two videos, part 1 and part 2, I was wearing a diaper that quite a few of you guys were wondering which one I was wearing when I was talking because I had moments where you guys could see my diaper. I was actually wearing the TREST Elite Briefs in a white color, I guess, and no one really guessed that. Everyone just assumed I was wearing Megamax. I mean, Megamax is something, but but before I begin this video, go and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out my wish list, I'll put the links down below, and for now I hope you guys enjoy this video. You can't see the diaper, hence why I wouldn't be wearing this outside, but yeah. Other side. And then back to the front. Some of you guys are probably wondering, Pri, how comfortable is this for you? It's actually pretty comfortable, however, when the weather gets hot, I'm just not going to be very comfortable. I'm going to be sweating buckets, I'm not going to be able to walk, my double vision's going to act up, everything's going to start shaking, and then I'm just going to start seeing tube of things. And I just going to be wearing these outside. So I'm just going to come a little bit closer so you guys can see what it looks like. So I would just wear like short tights on top. So in this video, I thought I would, go over some of the things that I found about both the Megamax as well as the TREST. The pros and cons are going to be kind of put in one just because I actually created a T-chart. In this T-chart, we have Megamax on the left side, the right side, the TREST, and then on the left side, we have all of the topics I've actually written down. I have quite a few. I just felt like this was the best way I could have organized this and try to condense my video into 10 minutes because by the time I'm done filming this, it's probably going to be 2 hours, like it usually is. Okay, so let's start off with pro number 1, and that's comfort. When I put on the Megamax, I was like, I really like these. I don't think anything is going to top the Megamax. And then came along the TREST. When I put on the TREST, it literally felt like I was sitting in a mattress. And like I felt like this about some of a very few other diapers as well. But I hadn't realized how much thinner the Megamax would be compared to the TREST up until I tried them on. And the TREST is one that I've actually I've had since January. But I've been wanting to film this video when the time was right because I wanted to put this in a series as well, and I felt like now was the perfect time. But as for the comfort, honestly you guys, they're both pretty comfortable. I was pretty impressed by both of them. I've already done a review on these, so I already knew what to expect, but with the TREST, honestly it made the Megamax feel like half a ply, and this just gets into point number 2, absorbency. I did find that both of them are quite similar to each other. But however, with the TREST, it does claim to be ultra absorbent, and I do believe this because I did find that these were quicker at absorbing my pee than the Megamax were, even though the Megamax does a pretty good job. So it's like, it was interesting to me. Yeah. Number 3, the protection and no leaks is literally what it is. It has protection, you don't leak, it's just amazing. I feel like the TREST does go a step further than the Megamax, but it's not to say the Megamax is garbage, because it's not. With the TREST, I did find that where it says it's advanced leak protection, I do agree with this, but it could also be because with these ones, right, with the TREST, I did feel like it was hugging me just like that. The tapes were kind of overlapping each other, but that could have been a reflection of the size I got. If there just happened to be an extra small TREST, I don't think I would have felt the same way. I feel like the tabs would have just only went over here, whereas on the size small, the tabs are pretty much kind of touching each other. Yeah, like I said, no one makes anything an extra small, but it's fine. And this actually just gets into my next point. Both of these are in a size small that I've tried on. And I actually do wear the extra small Megamax when I do go outside. Like, I usually switch up the diapers here and there. It's quite interesting too, because I've actually done a review on the Megamax and the tie-dye print. I think it's been about a year ago, and I've mentioned a few cons about it, but looking back on it now as a DL, I'm just like, I don't have any cons about the Megamax. The colors only come in sizes small and above. It does not come in extra smalls, and I have complained about this a few times, but it's fine. As for the TREST, okay, so I'm in Canada, so I feel like for me it's a lot easier getting my hands on the white TRESTs. I think there was a pink and a blue TREST, and those are so hard to get my hands on, because even if I were to get my hands on the sample size, I feel like I'm paying quite a bit just for 2. And then if it's a pack, I feel like a pack ends up being like $100. But I guess it's because of like the shipping and all of that. I guess it makes sense, but Canada never has anything, honestly, like other than free healthcare. There's nothing, I don't know, like America has everything, okay? You guys have a Target. I'm never getting over that. You guys have a Target, you guys also have a CVS. Like, our CVS is a Shoppers Drug Mart. Is that the same thing? I don't know, because every YouTuber talks about a CVS. They go into a Target, and I'm always sitting here like, okay, maybe if I go into Walmart, it'll be the same thing, right? Probably not. I did, however, get my hands on a pink TREST, and here it is. This is the front, the side, back, other side, and then back to the front. As for the Megamax, it claims to have an anti-odor, and I do agree with this because I couldn't smell my pee at all. And as for the TREST, it claims to have an odor neutralizer, and I'm not surprised with it feeling like a mattress. Why wouldn't it be neutralizing your odor? The Megamax claims to have refastenable tabs. Honestly, I just don't agree with this, just because refastenable tabs makes it seem like you can refasten them as many times as you want to, but I was only able to refasten them once, because after that it's like you just can't. For the TREST, the moment you put the tapes on, it's going to stay on until you actually just decide to take off the entire diaper. Thank you to my friends who actually got me these. At the time, I honestly not necessarily needed it the most, because I always need diapers, but thanks for getting it for me, because it just helped keep me sane the past 2 months. But yeah, so with the Megamax, it was less expensive than the TREST in that a pack of 10 is $45 without tax, and then a pack of 10 of these, the TREST, is $60 without tax, so it's slightly more expensive. Honestly, I just don't have an answer. Like, I like them both for different reasons. Like, I've liked the Megamax because I can wear an extra small Megamax outside and be discreet with them, right? Whereas with the small TREST, I just can't be discreet with them, and I think that's the part that was kind of frustrating for me. But also, they feel a little bit more heavier than the Megamax do as well. So do I still have an overactive bladder? And the answer to that question is yes, I still do. I mean, I wet myself twice filming this video. I think a third one is about to come right now. And yeah, so I was just going through a hard time not understanding how I went from having an overactive bladder to suddenly having urinary retention to the extent in which I had with having to use a catheter when I was the queen at wetting myself. The moment I put them on, I started peeing. I'm like, oh my gosh, stop this. But yeah, it's still there. And it just came to a point where I was like, man, what's better, urinary retention or the overactive bladder? And I was like, this will make for an excellent part 4.